Good. I'm also Cameron with the Sycamore Police Department. A couple reasons why I stopped you tonight. Take your license. When you were traveling north back there on California Street, coming up State Street, you pulled next to that car. They had their right turn signal on, and they actually went to turn right.
Yeah.
You turned right without signaling, and then kind of cut them off because they were trying to go right. You also don't have a front license plate on your truck.
You know, it's my city truck. I'm with Elgin.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get home.
Sure. How long you worked for Elgin for?
20 years.
Good career. Where are you coming from tonight?
You know, I just dropped my daughter off and my wife off, and just going back home from.
But you're going to Elgin?
No,
I'm not
going
saying
home.
there shouldn't be
I live in
laws that place.
Okay.
I'm
Do you have
not
your
saying there
insurance card
shouldn't
with
be
you?
laws that place sensible restrictions on marijuana as there are with
So
other
there's no
substances.
insurance card for it?
It's a. I just got back from training. I was in Troy.
Okay. And you said you dropped your daughter and your wife off?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you drop them off? There's only 2 seats in this car.
They're in their own car.
In their own car, so you didn't drop them off?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you lying to me about that?
I'm not lying to you about it.
How'd you... Well, you said you dropped them off. I guess I'm just a little confused because you said you dropped them off, but there's only one other seat in this vehicle, and it's occupied by a bunch of clothing and other items, so... See why I'm confused by that?
Yeah.
Okay. How much did you have to drink tonight?
1 beer.
Okay. How long ago was that? Just give me a guess. Okay. Do you actually have an insurance card for the car?
I do not.
Is it really a city truck?
I work for the city of Elgin.
Okay.
I'm a police officer. I'm just trying to get home. I just got home from training.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for a minute. All right, Mark. I got to make sure you're safe to be driving.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to put you through some quick tests. We'll get you back on the road as long as you are. Okay?
Yeah, I don't want to take any time.
Okay.
Can I just park and
Not an option. Step out of the vehicle for me. I need you to step out of the car. You said you're a police officer?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you armed right now?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to take these tests for me?
No.
Okay. You want to submit to any testing? Of any sort?
Verbal warning speed.
Up to you.
Complete.
I mean, I can smell the alcohol on you. You're lying to me
Yeah,
about where you're coming from.
I'm not lying to you. I'm not. You saw where I was coming from.
Okay.
34, please.
Are you willing to take some tests for me?
Listen, I don't want to take anything. No, I just want to.
You just want to what? I'm just confused. I'm looking for some information. So, you just want to what?
I don't want to take any tests.
Okay. Okay. Turn around. Put your hands on the ground.
Sorry for that function is not booked this time, but I can log a 28 for you.
Is that okay? You're going to have shoulder pain from it? Hang on a second. Let me double up.
534, 532 is 1095. 534, 10-4, break 712. Go ahead with your stop.
Sycamore Police Chief unarrests Elgin cop arrested for DUI. On April 8, SGT Mark Whaley of the Elgin Police Department was pulled over by a Sycamore police officer on suspicion of driving under the influence. The investigating officer was Luke Kampmeyer with the Sycamore, Illinois Police Department. Upon approaching the vehicle, Kampmeyer introduces himself and begins explaining his reason for conducting the traffic stop. He explained that Whaley cut off another driver, used a lane improperly and did not have the required Illinois license plate on the front of the vehicle. Later in the video, Whaley states that the vehicle he was driving was a state vehicle. When asked where he was coming from, Whaley replied that he had just dropped his daughter and his wife off and that he'd been coming back from, long pause. Presumably, he stopped himself from saying the bar. Moments later, after claiming he had no insurance card for the vehicle, he was asked again where he'd been coming from. This time he replied that he was on his way home from training. He admitted that he'd had at least one beer, an hour before the traffic stop, and that he was a police officer for Elgin, Illinois. Interestingly, after being asked several times if he would submit to chemical testing, Whaley refused, saying, "I don't want to take any tests." No tests were administered and Whaley was arrested. At 2:06 a.m., Whaley was brought into processing at the DeKalb County Jail in Sycamore, where he was booked, the process taking about 20 minutes. Whaley was taken into a holding cell, and by 3:52 a.m., his possessions were released to him and he was set free with no charges. Sycamore Police Commander Mike Anderson, who was on call that night, can be seen in the booking area as Whaley was led out of the police station with a police vest and other property. Sycamore Police Chief Glenn Theriot. Records obtained through a FOIA show text messages were exchanged by Whaley and Sycamore Police Chief Glenn Theriot. One of the text messages read, "Took longer than I thought. Tough position for you and all last night." Kampmeyer wrote in his report that after observing Whaley for a period of time, he decided to release Whaley based on lack of evidence. The same evidence that he based justification for the arrest and willfully dismissed because he was presumably just following orders. Theriot is currently on paid administrative suspension. Asterisk from the author. About 6 months ago, I contested a parking ticket with the Sycamore Police Department. I was taken into a small room in the back of the courthouse by Chief Theriot, and he bragged that he faced no legal ramifications from the incident I had filmed of his officers raiding an innocent family's home in Sycamore after a murder in DeKalb. Unfortunately, I believe this DUI incident will be like most other incidents with police. We've investigated ourselves and found we've done nothing wrong.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.